Hello, trauma. Yep, that's the title of this video because I wanted to talk about childhood and trauma, right? So, lately I've been reflecting, and I've been reflecting that, we're like the average of our first five friends, right? And the more I started thinking about this, the more I started knowing about my friends more, right? And usually my friends have some sort of childhood trauma, something similar, right? It's really surprising, but we had we all have traumas, right? Childhood from child, especially childhood traumas, which still act on us today as adults, right? I'm still 18, so I don't know, but these traumas we have in childhood go unresolved throughout our lives, which act out even as we grow if we don't fix them or if we don't solve them, right? And pretty much the only YouTuber I've been watching lately is Hamza, right? He's a self improvement YouTuber. Ever since I turned 18, he's really helped me, not personally, but with his videos. His videos have really helped me on thinking, what do I do? What should I do? And he really highlights things that are really important. Things like mental health, which isn't something people talk about frequently, but it's super important. And I was watching this video of his when he was talking about mental health, and he mentioned this book called Doing the Work. And I was curious because I wanted to know if there was something I could do for myself. Because honestly, sincerely, I've been looking for a psychologist. I've been wanting to sit down and speak with a psychiatrist or a psychologist and resolve things from my past and mental health and my psychology, my psyche. I think that's really important because that can really be a burden on yourself. And you don't want to have burdens. You want to be as light as possible in life, so you can take on bigger things, right? And be strong. If you have self-limiting beliefs or self-limiting traumas from the past, that really it's gonna make everything harder. You're gonna suffer way more than you have to. I want to reduce that, right? So, honestly, I've been wanting to sit down with a psychologist, but I haven't had the opportunity. I've tried and tried, but I haven't been able. I've had two psychologists, and I simply couldn't meet up with them, right? So this book intrigued me, so I was like, we should give this a shot, man. If I can fix something about myself in this book, I'll do it. Because I honestly want to. I want to fix myself. I want to solve problems, right? And, since he's a self-improvement YouTuber, he obviously mentions all the other self-improvement habits like, exercise, meditation, journaling, and diet, stuff like that. I do all those things, and those things have actually helped me. And I do dopamine detox, so I don't have social media, right? I only have YouTube, so I can upload my videos. I don't have social media. I'm basically live in a cave. I just read books, right? I do dopamine detox because I used to be really addicted to social media. I literally used to be addicted to Facebook, and meditating and journaling and stuff like that has taught me to slow down. Right, because when I had social media, I couldn't think long term. I was living in the short term. I was living by hour and not thinking ahead of time about my future and directing my life, right? Which really messed me up for various reasons, of course. And I used to sleep so horribly. So I do dopamine detox. I watch some social media on Sunday. Today's Sunday, so I watch videos. Some I watch 20 minutes of videos and that's it. And I feel really good. And meditating has really helped me focus, be in the present, which is really important. And journaling, I've always journaled actually, so I've always been really introspective. But coming back to this book talks about really important things. I really recommend it for anybody who's looking to solve themselves, right? To fix or to improve their mental health. And it came to the chapter where they started talking about different types of traumas and how they reflect in life, right? And I became curious and I identified my own trauma. At least, I'm grateful for that. I identified my own trauma, and I started saying a mantra, right? Nobody, and one of my idols, people I admire, is David Goggins, and he says this a lot. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody but yourself, right? And that was basically a cure I found for my trauma. And I've really repeated that mantra a lot, many times, in response of something else, of course. And that has really helped me, actually. I feel different. Because I used to think like, oh, I want somebody to save me. Who's gonna save me? But when I start thinking about that, I remember myself. Nobody is gonna save you. Nobody but yourself. I keep repeating that until it gets deep into my brain, and now my mentality is shifting. Right? I need to assume responsibility for myself, which I am. I am the captain of my own fate. I can't live passively and expect to go where I want to go, or to lead, or start directing the life I want to go. Start directing my life towards where I want to go. And I can't expect just to live passively and do nothing. I need to be actively doing things for myself, is what I mean. And that mantra, it's personal. Everybody's different, right? But that has really helped me. And actually, thanks to that book, and thanks to Hamza, I started reading that book and started improving my mental health. And thanks to that, I started to do something meaningful, for something that's meaningful for me, right? Really important. I've actually been able to start thinking more long term, and like actually sitting down and thinking, this is what I'm gonna do for the next 3 months, right? Or these are my goals for the next month. Because he really talks about goals, right? He really talks about goals and stuff like that, how it makes us manly. And I've never had success with setting goals. I don't know. I've written my goals down and everything, but the moment I write them down, that's it. I don't look at them anymore. But he gave me an idea, which was like, put your goals on some application called Notion, and I wrote them down on Notion. Take a screenshot of that and put it as a wallpaper. That's how you're never gonna forget. And that actually has helped me. And every time I look at my goals, I remember my mantra, like, nobody's gonna save you, nobody but yourself. And that really gives me power to assume what the fuck I want to do with my life, and what I'm gonna do for it. What am I gonna do? What do I want, and what am I gonna do towards what I want? I can't stop. Nobody's gonna give me the things nobody is gonna buy me, what I want. Music classes, instruments, anything, gymnastics. Nobody's gonna do that for me. Nobody but myself. So I need to start thinking, what the fuck am I gonna do for myself, so I can get that stuff for myself, because nobody cares. Nobody cares about me. Alright? So that's what I'm doing. And I've been starting to do things for the past month, things that are meaningful, really meaningful for myself, right? I'll reveal in a future video what I did once I accomplish it, right? But I'm doing good. And I really recommend the book. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for anybody who wants to look at it. But mental health is a really topic that's not really spoken about. I've done a course on Coursera on mental health, and that helped, but but it didn't really touch trauma. It talked about other things that helped as well. I actually put them in practice and it worked. But things like, we are our worst enemies. We ourselves are our worst enemies, right? And the worst thing we can do for ourselves is sabotage ourselves, sabotage our dreams with our own actions. That is the worst thing, we do it, and we procrastinate, we're lazy, and that's the worst thing, because if you really care about something, and nobody's gonna do anything, squat about it. The only one responsible for, going towards what you want, accomplishing, becoming who you want to be, and becoming more of that person, is up to your hands. But you're lazy and you don't do anything about it, dude, then you are your worst enemy. If you don't get that fixed, you're gonna get to 30 and you're gonna hate yourself, right? Or even sooner. So, I thought, that's really important. That's something really important to resolve in ourselves. We have to improve our mental health. We have to really take care of ourselves. We need to heal ourselves. We need to heal ourselves from the past, because if we don't heal our past, it's gonna haunt us in the present. And it's gonna limit us. We're gonna limit ourselves, and if we don't fix that, we're gonna be frustrated because we can't accomplish anything because we keep fucking up. We keep doing the same shit over and over again. Unless we fix it, it's not gonna change. So I'm very glad I watched this YouTuber. I'm very glad and grateful that I actually read the book and I'm actually doing something towards my mental health, because this trauma has been something that's chased me and haunted me, and I'm killing it, man. You know, I'm actually doing. I can actually do a goal now. I can actually focus and follow a damn goal, which I'm really glad for that. And also that teaches something about yourself, of course. But I desire, I have desires to become something, to be someone. And I'm not gonna say exactly what, but I just have desires, man, and I really want to accomplish. So that's what I wanted to talk about.